What else do artists do? What else is the work of art? The really tough stuff. Real artists ship, right? That's the Steve Jobs famous line. You start things, you make things, you get them out the door. Now, unfortunately, most organizations are kind of programmed to sort of promote and preserve the status quo. It's really hard to sort of experiment, start new things, try things, because of the very real fear of failure and the repercussions around that. But again, I would argue the onus is on organizations allowing for, or individuals just trying to start new things, to experiment a little, to share work that is unpolished inside the organization, maybe even with the wider world, to do low-cost experiments on a regular basis. An organization that I've gotten to know in Australia that is just cultivated, I think, one of the most robust cultures of experimentation and inventiveness across the board is Atlassian. They're a fast-growing software company. They have 700 people around the world, $100 million in revenues without a single salesperson. They're really just incredibly fresh and vibrant, and they're as focused on, engaging and unleashing people as they are in developing their collaborative tools and software development tools. They sort of work in that open software world. And so how do they do that? Well, again, they sort of create space and slack for people to try new things. And one ritual that they created is something called Ship It Days. They were originally called FedEx Days, but FedEx, once they got very successful, said, wait a second, you can't use our brand. So they turned it into something called Ship It Days. And the idea was you absolutely have to deliver something overnight. And once a quarter, everyone in the organization sort of joins a team or solo, works on a passion project. In 24 hours, you have to present a prototype or some kind of design to everyone in the organization, and they do it by video. They have people all connected. And it's just, it's created this biorhythm. So not only have they created 700 new ideas, builds, and even sort of radically new products that have gone into their commercial line, they've created that biorhythm whereby people on a daily basis are in the habit of trying things, testing things, sharing things. And it's not the way we traditionally work. This is not easy, but it's something that I suggest is really important to start doing. Every new person who comes into Atlassian goes to the hack house for a week. They go to, this is Australia, right? They go to a beach house and drink lots of beer, but they also have fun and games as part of the community that they create. They also know, this young person who's coming into this organization knows that in a day, in a week, he or she has to present their idea, their hack, their prototype to the founders of the organization, and they just get into that habit. It's in their metabolism to try new things. Now, they don't just do this with software, engineering tools. They also do it with their management processes, which to me is the real opportunity for everyone inside an organization to rethink, how do we do the fundamental management processes? How do we do performance reviews? Everybody hates performance reviews. How would you hack a performance review? Well, this guy, Joris Luque, in their Australian office said, wait a second, I'm just going to stage this open experiment. I'm going to put it out to the HR community in the world. This is our sort of prototype design for rethinking performance reviews. Help me hack it and make it better. Incredible result of something they're using inside Atlassian, and they might also commercialize it and sell it to other organizations. So how do you get in that habit of starting things and shipping things? Again, not easy, but so important.